Greetings! Welcome back to Dinset's Techie Not Badass. I'm your arrogant host, Von Fry. Maybe I should just start saying legendary host. I don't know. Did the Japanese thing? I don't know. I still don't sound 100%, but I largely feel 100%. I'm about 2.5 weeks into the COVID, the C word or whatever. But this is the first day I don't have a temperature above 99. I'm testing out at about 98.9. I am waking up with a sore throat, but as the day goes on, usually okay. And then at night it gets worse. I think I can take us through a little bit of marathon. Rugel's in the house. Nowhere's here. What was the name of the 2000 songs from the band Stained? It's been a while. Oh man, I used to hear these songs in like 2000s gym class. Love me when I'm gone. Was that the thing, or was that something else? They're so similar, and yet we make fun of Nickelback, and yet there is all these Nickelback derivatives. Evanescence, wake me up inside, I can't wake up. It's like, okay, let the girl do her singing. Dude, maybe you can play guitar or something, but you can't sing. Stay out of this. I don't know what to expect with this. This is Marathon Server Slam. At the conclusion of this, or should we, I can't download it right now. It would take too long. It'd probably postpone our stream a little bit. But maybe at the conclusion, I think we'll go into the store. Oh, hell, browse the store. And I have no choice. Like, I have to actually... The Xbox store is the worst. You have no idea how hard it is to find the Marathon Server Slam. You have no idea. You have to type in Marathon Server Slam. I don't know what has happened with my speech, but I'm doing a lot. I've been watching too much Starfleet Academy. And now it's kind of talking like this a bit in it. But I'm going to have to order this on stream, I guess. You cannot get a physical version of this game in my town on Xbox. The new Resident Evil Requiem. And mind you, I don't really want to put money towards a game called Requiem. Nothing good comes out of Requiem. When they start slapping Requiem on it, you should be like, see ya. Like the Drake meme or something. But, and I hate all these channels that just post review scores. It's like, I didn't open up formerly Twitter to get bombed with what I should be thinking about a game. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. Capcom won't let me into their Sphere Hunter Club or whatever, where they give you early access. I'm probably not going to be playing the Mario Tennis. I heard that song in Donkey Kong game, Donkey Konga 2. It's been a while. Did they use real rock and pop musics in Donkey Konga? I have never played any of that, so I'm really not too aware. But yeah, this actually comes out at 11 my time. I have a lot of videos I got to catch up on making. If you saw the channel trailer that dropped today, there's 2 products in there. I've got a Blu-ray, a 4K set I need to look at. I've got the new Sony earbuds, which I have on my hand right now. Pretty premium. I've got a funny video about this coming out, and I might. It's taking, I'm goofing up my lines and I'm slurring my speech, and it's taking 4 times as long to do a product video. So I have like an incredible amount of room I have to clear on the Mac in order to be able to drop that into the timeline and use it. It's kind of a shit deal the way iMovie works. I can't just use my well, shoot, I'm gonna have it on my no. I can't use my good drive. It has to go into the Mac's hard drive, which is limited. Yeah, I have no choice, but I have to get this digitally Xbox store. You cannot get it. GameStop in my town shuttered overnight. They were doing business. I got all my Switch 2 physical games there, most of them. Well, okay, well, kind of a good deal of them. The Switch 2, and they just shuttered. Walmart, Target won't carry this game on Xbox, but they'll have it on PlayStation 5. Yeah, you got to wonder though, is it selling out physically because it's popular, or are they making less physical printings of the game than they would have in years past? Is there potentially less physical copies out in the wild on week 1 of Resident Evil Requiem than there was, say, RE4 Remake? That's what I wonder. Do you still make those sneakers with the lights in them? Or my brother had those. That was LA Gear, I think. And LA Gear, long story short, became Skechers, but they don't do the lights thing. I never had those. I had a knockoff LA Gear pump. It was like Reebok's pump, but it was LA Gear's pump, I think. In the 90s, I had cheap clothes. So when everybody talks about, oh, in the 90s, so great, there are things you're going to have to rethink about. There is one thing, and I've got an upcoming video, or it may be a short. The one thing, and I have scoured the one in undebatable, the one thing that is better now than was in the 90s. Undebatable. And you could say something like, I mean, some people are probably thinking talking on the phone, or, oh, now we don't have long distance charges, or, the internet got faster. Don't think about like that. I'm talking about even more undebatable than that. But yes, let's go ahead and get into Wokeathon, guys, before everybody leaves. Yeah, we're 8 minutes in and I haven't even started the demo. It's got violence, it's got blood, and users interact. This may not play well. If you have to do cooperative shit, or I need to ask somebody how something works, how do you really pull that off in a stream? Do people have like their headset and then they mute it, and then they talk and then they acknowledge the chat when they super chat? Is that how that usually works? I don't know how long we're going to spend on this either. We're going to give it a shake. People are really complaining about the art style here. It is different. I'll have to give some credit for trying to be a little different. Sony Interactive on an Xbox. That is... the first game to do that was MLB The Show. Was the first game they brought over. But guys, Sony brought their games over. It's okay for the Xbox to bring over... No, they didn't bring over all their heavy hitters. Come on, let's be real. It's not the same thing. You'll be fine with your slurred speech as long as each side of your mouth isn't drooping. I don't know if this strain of Crovid makes your mouth droop. I have quite a puffy chin thing going on. That's for sure. I think I lost a little bit of love handles, though. All right, we're hitting A to continue. People are calling this a Concordlike. I think that's the new term, right? Oh, I got to go down here. What the shit? Oh, okay, there we go. No, I actually have to mouse over it. Are you shitting me? Cross save. I heard that your progress doesn't actually save between this. How old am I going to make myself here? Like freaky deaky old. Will it give me some kind of benefit of the doubt if I just like crank it down like this? Why do this? We have the science and the technology to stop people from lying about their age, and yet here we are, right? So tell us, what is the one thing that is better now? I'm going to save it for I've shot some video for it. I'm going to save it for a short or a YouTube. I'm wondering, should I make it like a 40-minute video? So I have 1 point. That's the way YouTube works now. You have 1 point to make, but you find a way to stretch to 40 minutes so that people leave their phone on that video and go and do chores, clean the house, sweep, vacuum, mow the lawn, and they don't want to be bothered with having to hit skip and find a new video. Or make a short. I mean, that's the poison that you have to swallow now, you know? Oh man, here we go. Submit. That sounds kind of ominous, doesn't it? I've got my Ulanzi Steam Deck alternative over here. You guys can't. It says it doesn't have a long enough cord to get in range, but I've got a mute button. I programmed myself kind of with hotkeys. Check this, and then yeah, la 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 la. So that's pretty cool. Okay, Tote. The one thing that is better than was in the 90s or the 80s, the 2000s. Okay. Trash bags. Do you remember going around and gathering the trash in the house? And then you had to like tie it up. There was like a twist tie thing you had to put on it. Or maybe you didn't even have that and you kind of had to like wrangle it out, force it up a little bit, and then try to tie it. And then around the 2000s, they gave you these little dog ears, like 4 dog ears on them, and you could kind of tie them together. And then you had this little tiny bow you had to yank this out. Trash bags now, be it hefty or Glad, are incredible. They pretty much don't tear. They have some kind of Spider-Man style uniform apparatus, kind of like grid technology on them. It looks like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man suit. You pull them out, and they have a drawstring inside the bag. Inside each bag, they have plastic drawstring. Zip, whoop, tie it, whatever you want to do. Throw it in the trash. It's that easy. So much better, probably a lot more expensive than what we had in the 90s. It is no debate the best thing we have going for us in society right now, the trash bag. Yeah. Now, are you regretting that you heard me go through that? Do we have regrets? How could this game really be DOA though? Concord dies because it wasn't multiplat beyond PC and PlayStation 5, I believe. This is a little more widespread. This is probably going to be fairly safe. I turned off the HDR. What the shit are we doing here? So it's released by Sony, but we're acting like it's a PC game, aren't we? This already has like, Lord. This is one of the worst menus I've ever seen in a damn game. How dark is this on your guys' screen? Pretty damn dark, isn't it? I don't know what the deal is with that, but Jesus Christ. Just until the signal, it's barely visible either way. The drawstring bags are incredible. I can't seem to find Tall Kitchen 13-ounce trash bags that are not drawstring equipped, but they're so easy to put in. Trash bags were hard to put in place back in the day. Now our trash cans have gotten better. The trash business, man, they've done their job, you know? That's who should be getting the Medal of Freedom. Screen bounds. I don't know what we're going. Why is next over here instead of back? Back to the left, right? Like what? Who designed this trash? Voice chat. We're going to go with off because crew chat voice. Hell, let's leave it on and maybe we'll hear people screaming over my stream. Enabling proxy chat allows for more immersive. Shit. It's all opposing. We probably don't want. They actually encourage you to get teabagged and yelled at about it. See, I'm trying to think conducive for the screen here. Not gonna lie, I would have never guessed trash bags. It was kind of anti-climax. It's the truth, though. Costco has pretty good value. They're 13-gallon tall kitchen bags, 200 per package. I'm spending quite a bit. I think it's over $13 for a 100 pack or something. I'd have to look again. I know I picked some up not long ago. All right, let me invert my damn sticks game. We're going to be drinking straight up OG Red Bull tomorrow when we start Resident Evil, so tonight we're just going to have a chill. I'm going to really cut my hand up here trying to untwist this. Shoot. ICB root beer time. I probably should have been paying attention to the screen here.
Everyone is watching.
Breaking news, contact has been lost with the Marathon colony ship.
Official messaging from the UESC is that nothing is amiss.
The people just want to know what happened. And what is the
This is a
UESC
twist
doing?
top.
Still no answers. No answers.
Shocking news today.
Airfield is in contact with the Marathon colony nearly 100 years ago.
After decades of citizens demanding answers,
A message has been received from the UESC
a
Marathon.
distress call.
There's some kind of colony called Marathon where everybody's a distance runner.
Somewhere in the heavens, they are waiting.
Initiating runner.
Fits a little too well into my koozie thing, so we're probably going to see me on that.
Evaluating vital signs.
What in the ADHD hell am I watching?
Executing neurological summaries.
Tardigrades?
My last breath fell quiet, like dying. My first thought hummed through a silver thread.
No, I think all the tall kitchen trash bags I use, they more than exceed. They're easy to place in the trash can proper. It's incredible. It's just amazing. Hats off to you trash guys. Hefty and Glad, the real consumer arms race. That's the model of what we want in society. Instead, you know what kind of bullshit we're getting? Paramount is going to buy Warner Brothers. Netflix backs out and is like, hold on, we don't want it for that much money. What the Christ. But anyway, Paramount's going to pay the termination fee of that contract, $2.8 billion. Boys, we're all going to get a break on our Netflix subscription because Netflix just came in at $2.8 billion. We're going to get some kind of break, right? We're fighting for the consumer. We want to win the competition over, right? We want to lower the prices, and that's how that works, right? It's not just going to go straight to like some shareholders. That 2.8 billion, is it? It's going to go to the customers. Customers matter still. No? Okay. Hey, Anna's here. We are in the middle of a 25-minute cutscene opening this demo. That I just kind of tuned out. It was the granddad of all ADHD exposition dumps. There's a colony on Mars called Marathon, and they've lost contact, and I think there's a rogue AI, but I know that much from what I've heard about the original game from like '94. Yeah, we've got like a packed house here. Oh, shit's sake. So I just went through all of this setup crap, and at no point did the game even bother to ask, what the The game didn't even bother to ask me if I want my sticks inverted or anything. This is a UI nightmare. The timer is ticking. I am unable to do anything. Show item value proximity. Okay. Guys, I don't think you understand what you did here, Bungie. Bungie, who made the greatest game of all time. I'm assuming everybody that was on board at Halo 2 is no longer with the company. That had legacy sticks done right is not even going to let me invert my sticks on the demo. Am I seeing this wrong? Oh my god, I've been replaying Kirby Return. I picked that up. Oh shoot, where is... No. I thought Yes. I bought that, and we're gonna get to it at some point. But you know, we got Resident Evil starting, and okay. I can't move unless we figure some shit out here. Okay, here we go. Oh, Lord's sake, we have this crosshair thing. Oh my God. Oh. I doubt legacy sticks are an option. I seriously. Oh, wow. Okay, how do you select it? Now you go to D-pad. Now I'm not doing legacy sticks tonight, guys. I walked away from that 10 years ago when Overwatch came out. There's too many games coming out that didn't have legacy sticks. So I said, you know what? I just got done playing Mirror's Edge 2. I'm not going to try to swap between the sticks. We'll just do inverted. Okay. Super compelling stuff, guys. Okay, here we go. Guess we pushed that down. You know, so many games play the same now, like the A jumps, down on the stick as a run or a melee dependent. Where are we going? It says station. Everywhere's a station. Initial deployment. Seek shelter. Like, just, okay. What the Christ?
Your perception matrix has been damaged. Your shell too. Search the area for repair supplies, while I find a way to access the colony systems.
I shut the door and it kicked me out like it was Cyberpunk 2077. Unreal, you know, if not for Gears of War, would Unreal Engine have taken off? I don't think it was nearly as wide use until Gears of War, to be honest with you. And because they had that stupid, should be against the law to do a dramatic cover song of an 80s song. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places. Because they had that stupid commercial that everybody else tries to clone. People lost their shit. Okay, so I'm toast, right? Is this a Fortnite type thing? Am I supposed to? Is there a little bit of a survival? 10 years, this is just a demo. The demo started tonight. It's called the server slam. Because when you're done, you're supposed to pick up your Xbox or PlayStation 5 and slam it into the ground. Okay, I think we glitched the game. I'm not even kidding. I think I got kicked out of this building and I'm supposed to be in it. Search the shelter for medical items to repair your shell. Something has gone wrong. Is this... Have you guys tried this? Is this going the way it's supposed to go? I went into the building and it kicked me out as I shut the door. I'm like such a pro game tester. I found the way to close the door wrong. It thinks that I'm in the building, right? This is not free to play. I think it's $40. And then on top of that, you're going to have really cringe microtransaction for customization sort of stuff, I'm assuming. I broke the game, didn't I? Like, can anyone else confirm that the game kicked me out of here? Sweet Tea, how bad is this? Okay, so this is your menu. Look at me go. We have a cursor. This would be fine if you had mouse controls on the Switch, right? So I had to like swim through this garbage in order to figure out how to invert my sticks. Then the first thing I finally do, I shut this door and it kicks me out of the building while the game thinks I'm in the building repairing my suit. I really hate that Requiem for a Dream music that Yeah, I think I know the song you're talking about. Remember the 93 Bruce Lee Dragon, the Bruce Lee story? There was a song in that just ended up in so many trailers for like the next 5 years. Every once in a while a movie kind of does that. I'm pretty sure the game thinks I'm supposed to be in there and you're supposed to be locked in that room. So let's see if I can go get killed. Yeah, it's definitely has a glitch, that's for sure. I don't think that I'm tackling this the wrong way. I think the game intends for me to be in that shelter. Now, I'm probably in some kind of debug mode where things are not spawning correctly and events are not triggering because the game thinks I'm inside that building. Am I like out of stamina or some shit? Why'd I stop running? This kind of looks like Mirror's Edge, doesn't it? Which you'd expect it to look a whole hell of a lot better, being that that's a 2008 game. I don't see me doing Asian parkour here. Okay, I'm in a shelter. I think this is supposed to end up being a cooperative demo of some kind, and there's like certain activities you're expected to accomplish. What an advanced looking computer that is. I need to do a video making fun of Good Will Hunting. I haven't seen it since '97. Alright, I'm gonna hit give up, and we're gonna try again. And this time see if that door doesn't close on me. It's like Mirror's Edge if it was tacky, right? Like, it's trying to be Mirror's Edge in some way, right? Mirror's Edge was not trying to be Mirror's Edge. Yeah, exactly. We shouldn't be comparing. It was my fault for bringing that up, really. All right, I have to hold the continue button here. Guys, if you caught the new channel trailer, got a little something to show you. Boom. Ta-da. 4K. Four disc 4K set. Gonna be getting to that probably in a month, at the rate I'm doing anything. But says the game candy ass game absolutely sucks. The game candy ass game. This game candy ass. I don't think he'd quite say it like that, Nukem. I have a theory that Good Will Hunting is overrated. That there are things we like about it, but consider this. And I'm gonna have to do a big video on this, all right? Realistically, did they even bother with the math? Was there any attempt to make any sense out of the math? Like, the guy can just do math. He can math so much he has to like get markers and put it on mirrors, because that's easier than writing on paper, guys. If he can see himself reflected back in it, it looks so cinematic. This kind, 10 years, the box art has an almost epic 90s PC game box art type thing going for it. I have to applaud them for the box art, because so much box art now is just generic render of main character, We're not watching that intro again, are we? Right, now let's see if the game figures this shit out.
Interface is malfunctioning. Your perception matrix has been
See,
damaged.
I glitched the damn game. The first thing I did was glitch
Search
it.
the area for repair supplies, while I find a way to access the colony systems.
See how this waypoint was showing while I was outside of the building? I guess take
Engage your heal systems to use an item to repair your health or shields, depending on which is lower.
Whoa, okay, so there's a shield thing. See, I thought I was trying to repair. Hold on, I gotta hit down.
Your health and shields restore separately. Be sure to recover both.
Why would I bother recovering this when Bungie perfected the shield regen stuff, you know? Hollow Rock was on some kind of charisma enhancement drug. I don't think that Dwayne Johnson was that good with the promos, really. There are certain vibes he couldn't really do. He was almost more of a comedy character. Like, I mean, you ideally, I guess the Mount Rushmore. Okay, well the top peak for promo guy in wrestling is Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I don't think there's even a debatable second place. Because like he could give a serious, it could be funny. I mean, it just worked, right? All right, so they want me to do search the shelter for I got the medical items. Thought I repaired the stuff. Let me do this one now. Cringe so harsh since Jerry Maguire's You Complete Me.
Use it to interface with the colony systems.
Hold on, what? It's not your fault scene. What scene was that? Hey, Vaughn been kicking some serious ass in Kirby Air Riders using Knuckle Joe. I've heard good things about him, but also that Rock guy, and I need to really kind of branch out. Because I'll run like maybe Noir DDD, mostly Kirby, maybe some Meta Knight. Connect to colony. All right, I'll check them out. My machines haven't updated in a while. You did say I should do more shorts about Kirby Air Riders. I got to really think about doing a lot of shorts for games as I'm playing them. Kind of like think about what would make for a good short. And I'll probably put a short out there just doing a little bit of my mouthful design. I've got 3 mouthfuls machines in the shop, in the store right now, so.
Follow those orders. Stay calm. Your newly acquired systems access will allow you to navigate.
I don't really watch wrestling. I kind of hear about the going-ons, and it kind of just populates Twitter and YouTube. But I saw Final Boss Rock had like a little vest. He had like a little gold vest. It was not a bad look. It's a cool name. But
look for a drain or vent cover and try to break it with your knife.
all right, so these guys coming for me. The last time I closed the door, it flew me out of the place. Wow, why would this be glowing?
Keep low, keep quiet. By syncing your systems with the colonies,
I see, I haven't seen Good Will Hunting since like 97. 97, maybe 98. Whenever it was available on VHS.
Stay alive.
I guess I should have stayed in there.
Believes Tau Ceti and everything on it belongs to them. If you want to survive, you'll need a weapon.
This is how ladders work. Yeah, I need to learn what everybody's special is, because I'm seeing some pretty beast highlights over on the subreddit for Kirby Air Riders. I remember that there was some guy, some like struggling indie musician who made a song that was in Good Will Hunting. Everybody lost their mind over it. And I think the guy died, or I don't know what. Maybe his name was Jeff. I don't know. But at the end, like, Matt Damon throws away everything. Ben Affleck pretends to be Good Will Hunting. He threw away his bright future doing math for the corporate executives so that he could be with Minnie Driver of all people, who in the movie, to her you know, to her credit, she was fairly delightful, so if I recall correctly. Mini Driver did not really get as much distance out of Good Will Hunting as the rest of the group, did it? Alright, so are we doing guns now?
I've located an active
Yeah, we're doing that
exfiltration point
sliding
near your
thing.
location.
Everybody's got to
Mark
slide
it on the
now.
map. Exfil points are the only way to safely move solid matter off-world. That includes
So,
you.
how many guns we
Scavenge
swapped
the area for additional
here?
assets if you need them. But be careful. Die here, and you'll lose everything.
Proceed to exit site. Oh shit. That gun pulled up really slow, actually. Alright, when it says exit site, what did it mean? To exfil site. What's exfil? What the hell's that? Destin Accord. I'd never played Destiny 2. I had quite a bit of time in the original Destiny. And my complaint with that game, I think it did some pretty cool things, okay? But the fact that you only had one raid, and the rest of the PvE experience was dull. But the raid was like, oh wow, this is so fun. This is what the game should have been. Am I getting my healing going on here? What are we doing? How do I swap to the other healing thing so I can heal my health? Swerve Star. I think I have. It's too convoluted for me with some of that stuff. I'm pretty basic, but sometimes I might go to a oh god, what's the one that looks like a GameCube? The wagon, maybe. The wheelie stuff doesn't really work for me. I don't see that working. The vampire, not bad, especially if you really you kind of want to be attuned to some combat. When you're in City Trial, you know? You want something good for combat. My problem early in the game was getting like Paper and Wingstar and just trying to focus on getting to the island. Watch Call E33, the game of the decade, or watched Call E33. Oh, you're to Exposition 33? I saw some game of the decade and better. I wanted to punch... you can find me trying to play the demo on this channel. It was dreadful. I think I played it for an hour. The hot chick died, and I was like, well, my job here is done. Return to the combat zone. You just told me to exit. What the shit? As soon as return to the combat zone comes up, I don't have time to get back to the combat zone. See, here's the problem. Robin Williams was good in Good Will Hunting. Was Matt Damon or Ben Affleck that good in it? Was the writing really that good if you're just going to say a guy's smart with math and there's really nothing behind that to back it up, right? Oh my god. Or is this seriously doing the whole thing? Hold on. Did I miss the opportunity to hit retry or continue or something? Please don't start over. It's starting over, isn't it? Oh my lord. And these load times. I feel like I'm on Sega CD over here. Shit. Have we seen enough, boys?
Interface is malfunctioning.
To tell you the truth, I've already broke this game, right? Like, we found a way to close this door wrong. Now it wants me to go through this one because I guess I broke the other one so good. Oh my lord. I think I've seen enough of this.
Search the area for
The first thing I did was
Well,
break
I'll
the
find a way
game.
to access the colony systems.
And then you just have to go through all this redundant, basic FPS stuff. I've got an upset stomach. I do have to watch Star Trek, Starfleet Academy still. All of that. And yeah, I just lost interest in Marathon really, really quick. So if you made it this far, wait until marriage counseling.